The Year of the Five Emperors. 193 CE was one of the most chaotic years in Roman history, a year so unstable that the five different men claimed the title of emperor. In this documentary, I'm focusing on two of them, Pertinax and Didius Julianus. Their story shows what happens when an empire becomes controlled not by law, but by money, fear, and armies. The empire before the chaos, before 193 even began. Rome was already unstable. Emperor Commodus, known for violence, corruption, and erratic behavior, had been dragging the empire into crisis. People feared him, senators hated him, and the army no longer respected him. On December 31st, 192 CE, Commodus was assassinated in a palace plot. His death opened the door to a power struggle like Rome had never seen. Who was Pertinax? The Senate chose Pertinax to be the next emperor. He wasn't born into a rich Roman family. He was the son of a freedman, basically the son of a former slave. He was nowhere near the person that former emperor was. Pertinax worked his way up through the military ranks. He commanded legions, governed provinces, and built a reputation for discipline and honesty. And Rome desperately needed someone like that after Commodus. Then Pertinax tries to fix Rome. Once again, Pertinax took power. He realized how damaged the empire was. The treasury was empty, corruption was everywhere, and the Praetorian Guard, the emperor's own bodyguards, were basically out of control. To save Rome, Pertinax reduced unnecessary spending. He cut luxury expenses and tried to restore military discipline. But there was a major problem. The Praetorian Guard expected every new emperor to pay them a huge bonus. Pertinax refused to pay them what they demanded, and that decision costed him his life. The assassination of Pertinax on March 28, 193 CE. After less than 3 months in power, the Praetorian Guard snapped. A group of soldiers stormed the palace. Pertinax tried to calm them down, but they killed him in the courtyard. His reign only lasted 87 days. And with his death, Rome fell into an absolute chaos. The auction of the empire. So, what happened next was pretty unbelievable, even to the ancient historians. The Praetorian Guard literally auctioned the Roman Empire. Wealthy men rushed to the Praetorian camp to bid. The two main competitors were Titus Flavius and Didius Julianus. Wealthy men rushed to the Praetorian camp to bid. The two main competitors were Titus Flavius and Didius Julianus. Julianus offered the highest amount of money per soldier, and just like that, the empire was sold. You might be wondering, who is Didius Julianus? So, Didius Julianus became emperor, but nobody actually respected him. To the people, he wasn't really a leader, he was a buyer. To the soldiers on the frontiers, he wasn't legitimate. When the news spread that the throne had been bought like a product, the public reacted with anger. The people shouted insults at Julianus in the streets. And far away, the legions of the Danube chose their own emperor, Septimus Severus. Then comes the fall of Julianus. As Severus moved toward Rome, Julianus' sport collapsed. Even the Senate abandoned him. To save themselves, the Senate declared Julianus a public enemy, and he was executed in the imperial palace. His reign only lasted 9 weeks. What we learn. We learned that Pertinax equals discipline, Julianus was corruption, and the stories of Pertinax and Dies Julianus show how fragile Rome had become. Corruption, greed, and military power decided everything, and in just 1 year, Rome went from a hopeful reformer to a public auction to a military takeover. 193 CE wasn't just chaotic, it was a warning of the empire's future. In the end, the rise and fall of Pertinax and Didius Julianus revealed just how unstable Rome had become. Their stories are more than short reigns. They're warnings about what happened when power is controlled by greed and violence instead of leadership. The year of the 5 emperors remind us that even the strongest empires can collapse from within. Thank you for watching.